Hey guys, Nick Bentley here at Trading Price. And guys, this morning I want to show you about a trade that our elite traders took on Micro Crude Oil at about 6:45 this morning. We took price down from $91 down to about $87.50 in 3 hours. Now, we exited out along the way, but we followed all of our rules, and I'm going to share with you how we did that inside of today's video. So I hope you enjoy. All right, guys, so one of the first things that I want to show you is that this is the trade that we pointed out inside of our Elite Traders program. Had this thing mapped out while crude oil was hovering around this area right here at 89.62. We had a base drop that created a new low, and we had this area marked out, and we had some of our targets mapped out based on what the odds tell us that they should be. Everything that's learned inside of our 8-week futures accelerating course. But what I have here inside of our strategy notes and inside of everything that we give is our 5 stacking the odds studies. Do we have anything in our favor? And how should we position size? And how should we act accordingly? So what I say here is I'm finding a pretty decent level here up on the high-end curve of crude oil. It is a counter trend trade, hence the Micro Crude Oil contract and risk side. However, our level does meet all of the qualifications. We only have one of our stacking the odds studies going in our favor, so we need to wait for confirmation as price enters. And this is one of the things that we tell all of our elite traders is while we can find these areas of opportunity, we still have to wait for our stacking the odds studies to come into play. Now, what you can also see down here is we have log notes where we have the time and date, where the trade was placed, and some of the notes. So I changed it to 4 contracts instead of 6 because RSI came in a little bit too high for us. And then obviously down here, stop move to break even, T1 hit, and things of that nature. So right now, I'm going to take you over to how the trade played out. So I hope you enjoy this. And guys, as you can see, as every trade comes to be for our elite traders, I update them via a Telegram message on when one of our levels is hit. So guys, as you can see right now, prices rallied back up since we got out of that trade, but on our same base drop, price came back in here. We got right out at about 6 cents from the high of this move down. And we were looking at RSI. We had to put our targets accordingly. And we caught T1. But not only did we catch T1, but because trading price is in the business of reducing risk, not only did we catch T1, but once we got halfway down here, we were able to move our stop to break even to give us a free trade in about 15 minutes. So basically by 7 a.m., it was a free trade no matter what happened. And then by 9:15, we had reached T2. But by 7:15, about 15 minutes, a little bit more than that, maybe 20 minutes after we entered the trade, it was a free trade. And guys, I cannot stress that enough, is that trading is about reducing your risk. It's not about hitting home runs. It is about reducing your risk in trading and making sure that you don't lose money. That's exactly what we did here as soon as possible. So our rules told us that because we were counter trend, because we were above RSI on our desired momentum, we had to move our stop to reduce risk as soon as possible. We did that, and momentum and price continued to carry down. We got out at, we took 4 contracts short. We got out at 90.04 on 2 contracts. And then we parsed out of this. There was actually a lot of slippage that was occurring this morning on crude oil down in here around between 88 and 87.67. And so we took out 2 at 88.10. And then I believe we took the last 2 at 88.78. So with that in mind, now look what's happened. So we've got this entire move down from 91 to basically 87.5. It came down a little bit further. We didn't catch the entire move, but look at what's happened with price since then. And that's just stacking our odds in our favor and using our rules to give us the most amount of profitability on a trade. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this kind of before, during, and after trade, and how I'm sharing with our elite traders how we do this. And if you want to learn more about trading and you want to learn more about how we find levels like this, please follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, of course, and as always at tradingprice.com and our 8-week futures accelerator, where I detail out everything that I'm looking at to define these levels and take advantage of opportunities like this. All right, guys, take it easy.